just want to invite y'all to sign up. We got badminton going on starting tomorrow. So if you haven't signed up, sign up. We got t-shirts and a $50 gift card for the winners. So if you pop out, you might get a chance to win and get some money.
Hello everybody, I'm on behalf of YOP again. Just wanted to announce our contest. So we're doing 2 contests for $50 each. We're going to do a cover contest. So if you want to design a cool cover, all art will be submitted into that. And if it doesn't win the contest, it'll still be submitted as an entry just to go into the magazine. And then we're also going to do a poetry contest for $50. So all poetry that is submitted will go into the poetry contest. So make sure you're submitting. Go Hawks. Yeah.
Hi everybody, Caitlin from Dicko. Just wanted can you go to the Justice Symposium slide real quick? Just wanted to let y'all know the Justice Symposium on Immigration is the 25th through the 27th. And can you go to the slide for volunteering? The other one. Sorry. Okay, never mind, it's okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that's one of them. We'll just talk about this one. Justice Symposium, Know Your Rights. Oh, there it is. Okay, the 27th, 11 to 12. They need volunteers for making kits and stuff. So please, if you're able to help, come help do that. Can you go to the other one? No? Okay, Know Your Rights training. We have free drinks at the 1887. So everyone, I hope to see everyone there. Unlimited drinks, 1 per person. Okay, that's it.
Hey guys, just wanted to quickly tell you about the program I'm doing as a part of my internship. It's called M2. If anybody wants to join, once a month you would go to Hutch Prison and meet with one of the inmates. It's on evenings, so even if you're an athlete, it's not a problem. It's really fun way to kind of get to know how life in prison looks like and see things that you just see in the movies and get a tour of prison as well. So if you're interested, please reach out to me or scan the QR code, which will take you to my advisor or supervisor for internship, Kenzie, who is doing the program. So, yeah.
Could I get the psychology slide? Yeah. So we have a psychology club on campus now, and we're still looking for members, especially freshmen and people who are just interested in psychology but aren't sure what major or minor they want to do yet. So if you're interested at all, show up on Friday at 11 across from the cafeteria. You can bring food in there. We're just going to talk, introduce you to the club. Or you can send me an email, or Avante Peacock, or Jessica Day. And we'd love to see you there. Thank you very much.
Thank you for all those announcements for our community. As we prepare to begin our main program for this morning, it means it's time to put away devices and other things. Put away your phone, keep your credit. We are in for a real treat for Convocation for this morning, and to introduce it to us, please welcome to the stage Vice President for Academic Affairs, Bob Milliman.
This morning in Convocation, we will hear from the recipient of the 2025 Ralph P. Schrag Distinguished Teaching Award, Becky Bartell, Director of the Nursing Department and Assistant Professor of Nursing. The Ralph P. Schrag Distinguished Teaching Award is given annually at commencement each May to a Bethel College faculty member who has made an outstanding contribution to teaching. This faculty member then delivers a lecture in Convocation during the following academic year. In presenting this award at commencement, we affirm the importance that Bethel College places on excellent teaching by our faculty and meaningful learning by our students. After graduating from Bethel College in 2002, Professor Bartel earned her Master's of Science in Nursing Education from Fort Hays State University. And she is currently working on her Doctor of Nursing Practice through Eastern Mennonite University. Becky also continues to be a registered nurse in the state of Kansas. Professor Bartel is an outstanding teacher. She provides a favorable context for learning with a positive, comfortable, calm, flexible, yet assertive demeanor, all to which students respond extremely well. For actual instruction, she employs an effective style that combines Socratic questioning with engaged and varied active learning activities. The former, the Socratic method, causes students to benefit from mental rigor, while the latter, the active learning, helps them to cement ongoing learning. Indeed, throughout Professor Bartel's teaching, there is ample evidence of her mastery of course content and pedagogical strategies. In addition, class sessions are well planned, characterized by superb time management, excuse me. Professor Bartel's students affirm these observations with their own positive perspectives on her exemplary classroom instruction. One wrote, "Professor Bartel is a professor who cares about us as people and not just students. She cares about how we are mentally and always gives us the extra check-ins on the days we need it most." And another wrote, "Professor Bartel is an amazing teacher who is so easy to get along with in class. She is a great part of the nursing program, and I am so glad she is my professor and advisor." Bethel College is fortunate to have such a gifted instructor and intellectual colleague in our midst who handles herself with thoughtfulness and encouragement. This morning, Professor Bartel will be speaking on Life Lessons, Nursing 101, and a baby. Please join me in welcoming Professor Bartel to the lectern as we have the privilege of hearing one of our own gifted and talented Bethel College faculty members share with us what promises to be words that are both informative and inspiring.
Thank you, Bob. I believe that's what my children would call glazing. Thank you, Bob, and the committee that selected me for this award. I was going to ad-lib this morning, but I don't do very good at public speaking. I lose my self-confidence, so I had to write things down. I consider it a privilege to teach every day and to help shape our future nurses. So when I won this award at graduation last year, and Peter found me on the green following and shared with me that I got to present at a convo this spring, I might have not been super excited, but since then I have been praying and pondering about what I could speak to a group of college students that would hopefully try and keep you a little bit engaged. I know that not everyone will be engaged this morning, but don't take that as my permission to disengage. Rather, I ask that you find at least one thing that you can engage with. Our nursing students get to sit in classes on Monday and Tuesdays from like 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then again from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. in the afternoon, like really long days, all day Monday and Tuesday. So we really try to break up our lecture with learning activities to help stay engaged. So that's what I'm going to try and do this morning too. So the weird presentation of my title, Life Lessons, I'm going to try and share with you the things that I've learned or wish I had known or grabbed onto, hold on to back when I was sitting in your seats, yes, 25 years ago. Then we'll do a Kahoot, and you'll learn a little about nursing. So Nursing 101, yes, and I even splurged, and I got enough for 200 people to play. And finally, a baby. We're gonna watch a video of a simulation, a mom giving birth to a baby. giving you a sneak peek of what happens in our simulation lab. So let's get started. Becky's top 10. First, I chose the theme of my slides to be flowers because flowers make me happy. I have grown all of the flowers on these slides in my garden with the exception of this page and the last page, and there's one other page in between where one of my colleagues gave me some beautiful dahlias. So find something that makes you happy and bring you joy. Second, where did the top 10 come from? Well, most of you probably aren't old enough for this, but there used to be a late night show host called David Letterman. And in every show, he would have a top 10 list. Some of them were funny, some of them weren't very funny at all. They were just stupid. I was going to show you one, but I couldn't find one that was super appropriate for Convo, so you'll have to look it up later if you want to see what David's top 10 lists were like. Anyway, let's get going, starting with number 10. Find a mentor and be a mentor. I didn't realize it back when I was in college, but my faculty were my mentors. I thought they were just teaching me what I needed to know to be a good nurse. What I didn't realize, they were also teaching me life skills and mentoring me to be a good human. Turns out some of those relationships have continued over time. My former professors helped me get jobs, even became my colleagues, and at my previous job, I actually became the supervisor of one of my former professors and one of my former nursing bosses. Can you imagine one day being the supervisor of one of your professors? Today, I'm colleagues with some of my former professors here at Bethel. My professors, however, weren't the only ones who were my mentors. As I entered the workforce, I had nurses who had mentored me into my first job as a nurse on the floor. As I entered teaching, I had colleagues who mentored me and helped me become a better teacher, but they also helped me become a better mom and a better person. They helped me grow in my faith, too. At this stage in my life, I find myself not having mentors per se, but colleagues I trust and go to for perspective on work and life. And in turn, I have chosen to mentor students. It is such a blessing to be able to help our students, you all, grow and become whatever you want to be, but also help you become better persons, too. I want you to take a minute and think about who might be mentoring you. A friend, a pastor, a faculty member. I encourage you to reach out because someone on this campus will mentor you if you let them. But I also challenge you to be a mentor. Can you be a mentor to a younger student in one of your classes? When you are out on the field or court or on the stage, who's watching you? As you leave this place, you will come in contact with many people, and I encourage you to continue to find a mentor and be a mentor. Number 9, money isn't everything. Grown, right? This might not be popular opinion, but money does not buy happiness. I have had to change my perspective on this as my husband and I both work in helping professions, and together our salaries equal what many individuals earn on their own. But we wouldn't choose to be doing anything else. We love our jobs and we know we're making a difference. I have family members who earn way more than we do. My sister and her husband are both attorneys. But they have both, not them, but lots of people in my family and people that I know who earn lots of money have been miserable in their jobs. Yes, you need money in this world to survive, and it would be nice to have all the things I ever wanted. But the hard truth is, I wouldn't be happier. There's so much more to consider. Do you have flexibility in your job to do the things that you love and spend the time with the people that you love? Probably one of the scariest times in our lives was during COVID, when my husband got furloughed. We're a family of 5. We were going to be living on my income alone. And we found out then that we were eligible for unemployment through the state. Here we are, 2 well-educated individuals who didn't have a lot of money saved up, and we filed for unemployment. Turns out, those were some of the best times of our life. We were surrounded by family, friends, we simplified our life, cut out spending, and we loved spending time together. So let's move on to number 8, because money isn't everything ties in well to number 8. Health matters. How many of you have seen people with a lot of money, but they're in such poor health, they can't even enjoy it? People who are stuck at home with back pain, or or they can't walk because they're so short of breath, whatever it is, it's not fun. And I'm not talking about the kind of health matters that we don't know yet how to prevent. I'm talking about taking care of yourself to prevent the things you can. Exercise, nutrition, and mental health matter. Many years ago, my husband and I hiked a 14er, a 14,000-foot mountain in Colorado with his family. Has anybody else ever done that? Couple. Yes. I made it about 200 feet to the top, and I couldn't go any further because of my asthma. I've had asthma since I was 2, and I take medication for it daily. I was so disappointed to be so close to the top. After that, I made it a goal to hike a 14er, and I did. I made it to the top of my first 14er several years ago, and since then I've hiked 4 more. This picture of me and my family at the top of Mount Handies this past summer. This is our second time hiking a 14er as a family. And this mountain was a particular goal of mine because of the beautiful wildflowers along the hike. What this doesn't show is that there was a 2-hour trip to get to the start of this trail on a 4-wheel trail only road with steep ledges, and I hate heights. So I rode in the back seat like this most of the time to get there for 2 hours between my 2 boys, her daughter and son, one of the 2. I think my big son was in the front. So 2 hours like that before you get up and you hike. Well, I think we probably left at 4:30 in the morning, got up and hiked to the top of this mountain, takes several hours. So we don't look our best at the top, but let me tell you, the views are amazing, and it is so worth it. So this is something that's not only physically, but also mentally challenging, and mental health matters too. When I was in college, I was diagnosed with depression and still battle depression and anxiety today. I have learned so much about myself and what I can do to keep myself healthy. Pay attention to your body, your mind, and your soul. Comparison is the thief of all joy, and choose joy. Stop following people on social media who make you feel worse about yourself. One of my favorite quotes from Henry Nouwen says, "Choose joy and keep choosing it every day." This doesn't mean you will always be happy, but you can choose joy. I have learned I can hold many emotions at one time, and that is okay. But learn to stop comparing yourself to others and choose joy. Live generously. I have learned this from my parents. My parents are the most generous people that I know. Yes, they are generous with finances, but more than that. They are generous with their actions. You can give more than money. You can give back of your time and your talents too. Consider how one day you might even give back to Bethel College. Maybe it's speaking in Convo, which I never thought I would be doing. Maybe it's volunteering at Fall Fest. If it's not Bethel, give back somewhere else. Your community, your church, your school. The world needs you and your gifts. Number 5 and number 4. You are not in control, but you are in control of your actions and your responses to life. I am a spiritual person, and I believe in God. But even if you don't, you figured out there is a lot we are not in control of, even though we like to be in control. You are in control, however, of your actions and your responses to life. I can control how I respond to my circumstances. I can choose to be bitter, angry, resentful, or I can choose to be grateful, joyful, other emotions. It is okay to feel sadness, anger, and other emotions. I'm talking about staying in those emotions. It is your responses to things that maybe don't need to be responded to negatively. Your mindset will play a huge role in your life. Find a way to not have a negative mindset. Number 3 and number 2, know your priorities and learn to let go. Set goals, strive for them, achieve them. Know what your priorities are, and in that you're going to learn to have to let some other things go. When I was in high school, I had a class where we had to set goals for our future self. I don't remember at what age these goals were to be achieved by, but 2 of mine were to run a mile under 10 minutes and drive a Lexus. Well, I don't drive a Lexus. I'm driving a Toyota minivan with 250,000 miles. And a Lexus is nowhere in my future. Actually, I don't even want one anymore. But I've let that go. What I drive does not define who I am. The other picture up here, it's another silly thing that I've let go. It's my mail. Our mailbox is down the street. I drive by it 4 to 6 times a day, but I get the mail about once every 2 weeks. My kids have missed birthday parties when they were little, but guess what? It's one of those things I had to let go because my priorities are my family, my work, my relationship with God, and my school. I am getting my doctorate, as Bob mentioned, at 45 years old, with 3 kids in school, and I work full time. You can do it. And my house, guess what? It's not picked up. I've had to learn to let that go too. Set goals, know your priorities, and learn to let go of the things that don't help you reach your goals. Notice I didn't mention that mile under 10 minutes. I can hike a 14er, and I guess you can meet me at the track later this summer, and we'll see about that mile under 10 minutes. Number 1, practice gratitude. This is something that I think sums up the other 9 things on my list, and something I've really tried to focus on over the last few years. There are hard times in life. Everybody has them, but I can always find something to be grateful for. My grandpa used to say, I complained about having no shoes until I saw the person with no feet. Everybody has a story and has something they're going through, whether they tell you or talk about it or not. I'm not by any means trying to diminish depression, food insecurity, the loss of loved ones, or any other circumstances people may find themselves in. But I truly believe in this room, we can all find something to be grateful for. I want to encourage you to express your gratitude. Say thank you, even for simple things. When you go eat in the cafeteria today, thank those who are serving you and prepared you the food for you. Thank your teachers, your coaches, your mentors, staff. Think about the maintenance staff for clearing the sidewalks, cleaning our buildings. Be kind to one another and be grateful for all the blessings you have in your life. Make it a practice to think about things you are grateful for. It may start with the same list every day, but eventually you will notice small things that you wouldn't have thought of to be grateful for before. My challenge to you, can you reframe your thinking when something doesn't go your way or the way you planned and find a way to be grateful? All right, so I'm going to break the convo rules and have you pull out your phones. And I want you to take a minute to text or email someone who has done something for you, either recently or in the past. Tell them thank you for the impact they had on you and what they did for you. And if you can't write it all in this short couple minutes I'm going to give you, commit to doing it today. Done, you can join the Kahoot, and we'll move to Nursing 101. And yes, I had to make it give you names because I wasn't going to stand up here and filter the names you chose. trying to get in? Okay. All right, I'm going to give about 10 more seconds. Okay, so the first questions are going to be about nursing in general. And then as we get a little further along, you're going to have some practice questions like these nursing students might have on their tests, so you know why they're studying all the time. You were fast. All right. The NCLEX is the test that nursing students take after they graduate nursing school that gives them their license to become registered nurses. So listen, a nursing student could go through and graduate Bethel College and never work a day in their life as a nurse if they don't pass this test. That is why they study all the time. All right, here we go. Yes, I'll sleep after graduation. All right. So nursing students, I already told you, spend about 14 to 16 hours a week in class. They also spend about 16 to 24 hours in clinical a week, which equals almost a full-time job between class and clinical. Amazing deer, whoever you are, dramatic stork. Do you know your names? Do you know who you are? It's a slider. And from now on, y'all better be watching each other in the bathroom. Just wait. Just wait. You were all scared there for a minute. All right, next question. That is false. For the 22 of you that thought true, come spend some time in our nursing classes. We do lots other than follow doctor orders. exclamation point. Of college and clinical training. I'm going to take your attention for just a second, or 2, or 10. So, you can graduate from nursing school with an associate degree or a bachelor's degree. They both take the same NCLEX and become registered nurses. But if you want to go on and get a master's degree or a doctorate degree and become a nurse practitioner, you have to have a bachelor's first. So, it is not one motivational TikTok, although it can be a great study tool once in a while. It is 2 to 4 years of college and clinical training. Okay, the next questions are going to get a little bit into some of my pet peeves. So before I do this, does anybody in here want to be a physician's assistant? Anybody willing to raise their hand?
I'll do it.
You'll do it? Do you really want to? No? Okay. Remember, I'm a nursing instructor. Okay, so how many of you, when you go to a doctor's office or hospital or clinic, know whether you're seeing a nurse practitioner, a physician's assistant, or a doctor? Nobody? You might want to start to know the difference, okay? So here's a little bias of mine. A PA can get an undergraduate degree, meaning they could graduate from Bethel in anything. History, chemistry, whatever they want. And then they can go on and do 3 years of PA school and see you and write you prescriptions and give you medical advice. A nurse practitioner, how long did we say nurses go to school?
2 to 4 years.
2 to 4 years. And then to be a nurse practitioner, they go 3 years on top of that. So they have at least 5 years of nursing training before they're nurse practitioners. PAs have 3 years of training before they can see you as patients. We are good friends with PAs. We need them as healthcare providers, don't get me wrong. But nurse practitioners have more school. Now you know. Now you've been educated. All right, your first nursing test question. Come back. If somebody looks anxious and is breathing rapidly, we as nurses are going to assess their breathing and oxygen level before we do anything else. Because if I call that provider, they're going to say, what's their respiratory rate? What do their lungs sound like? What's their oxygen level? If I reassure the patient, oh, you're okay, it's going to be fine. See you later. How's that make you feel? Okay, ready for your next nursing test question? Who we got in top? Mighty Lobster. How are my nursing professor friends doing back there? and confusion can be a sign of what? Drugs, but lack of oxygen. All right, couple more. You all have very good therapeutic communication skills. Last one. They don't know. All right. Our nursing students spend 630 hours in clinical by the time they graduate. They do that all in 2 years, in addition to classes.
And homework.
You guys alive down here? You ready for a nap? All right. Let's see the winner. Who's my whimsical penguin? Who's my shining chicken? Who's my adorable mouse? All right, well, if anybody that wasn't a nursing student took it, I was going to give you a Starbucks gift card. But my nursing students don't get it. That's not fair. All right. Okay, so the last part of Convo that I have prepared for you is we are going to watch a mannequin give birth to a baby. You get to see what happens behind those doors in the simulation lab. Before I play this, I'd like to thank Michael Dunn, who helped us record this, and Professor Miller and Hosford, who helped in the simulation. Professor Miller runs our simulation lab, and our seniors, Jenny and Maria, who gave us an afternoon to get this recorded. So, this is a simulation we ran through for the purposes of recording. It is not like actually what happens in every simulation. Some of them have a lot more nursing student interaction. This is a mannequin giving birth. You will see female private parts, breasts, genitalia. You will not see blood. You will not see poop, which you would normally see in a delivery. Yes. So, without further ado, we'll see if we can get this rolling.
Last night, yeah, it was a good shift. This is room 21, Sarah Mason. She is a G3P2, 37 weeks and 6 days. Came in because her water broke at home.
Was her fluid clear?
Nice and clear, she said, at home. They are here to deliver their third baby. She doesn't have any medical problems. Her last couple deliveries were uncomplicated. She's up to date on all of her immunizations. She got her flu shot, her COVID shot, and her Tdap during pregnancy. She is allergic to aspirin. Her Hep B surface antigen was negative, as well as all of her other prenatal testing. She's got an 18 gauge to her right forearm. It's running LR at 125. There's a bag of pit hanging in there. She hasn't needed it at all for augmentation, but it's there if you need it. She is asking for an epidural, but she's moving pretty fast, and I'm not sure that she's gonna get it. Apparently, she went fast at the end with her last one.
Okay, thanks for telling us that.
And she's already 7 centimeters and 75% effaced, so.
Girls, looks like you're gonna probably see a delivery on our shift. Hi, Sarah. My name is Heather. I'm gonna be your nurse for this shift. It's nice to meet you. Hi, Sarah. Some report.
Hello.
I have a couple nursing students with me.
Hi, I'm Maria.
And I'm Jenny.
Hi.
So they're gonna be here to learn and to also help take care of you, okay?
Okay.
Are you by yourself in here? Do you have anyone with you?
Oh, my stupid husband had to go get Chipotle.
Okay. Well, hopefully he'll be back soon, okay? We're gonna check your monitors and just kind of go over some stuff, all right?
Okay.
So she has some LR running and some, what is this? Pitocin. So we're helping her with her contractions. So we can see on here, we want to make sure the baby's doing well. Can you tell me what the baby's heart rate is at?
140s, 145.
Is there good variability?
There's moderate variability.
Okay. And what about the contraction pattern? Is she contracting regularly?
Yes.
2?
2.5.
Okay. All right. So she has a good pattern going on. And her, what about mom's vital signs? They doing okay?
Yeah.
Looks like it. Okay, we're just gonna check your monitors on your belly too, okay? And in between contractions, we wanna make sure she's still nice and soft on her abdomen. Picking up the heart rate well on the baby.
Oh my gosh, there comes another one. Why are they so bad?
I know, Sarah. You're gonna have a baby before you know it.
Oh, everybody
Okay.
keeps saying that, but it's been 10 months and we're still here.
I know.
You're doing
very
great.
Close. You're at the end almost, okay? Sarah, we're gonna just try and reposition you and see if it gives you any relief, okay?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right. Kind of get you off your hip and your back a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Is that any
Nice.
better?
actually, that's way better.
Okay.
Good.
All right, good.
Moved off of my pelvis.
Oh, yeah, I know. So you know it's a boy that you're having. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exciting.
Do you have a name picked out?
Herman.
Aww.
Is it a family name?
No, my husband went to college at this place and he heard it and he really liked it.
Well, Herman is a good name. We'll remember that, okay?
Ooh, I'm feeling something.
What are you feeling, Sarah?
It feels like there's pressure down
Some
there.
pressure? Do you feel like you need to use the bathroom? Like you have to have a bowel movement?
Yes.
Okay, Carlos. Let's call the doctor right away. We need to get ready for delivery. Make sure you have everything out for the baby.
Okay. It's Dr. Marshall.
Yes, your patient, Sarah Mason here, she is in labor and she's feeling the urge to push at times. She has some pressure and feels like she has to use the bowel movement, and you can see the baby's head.
Oh my gosh, it's crowding
So-
already?
Yes.
Well, I'm on my way.
Okay, thank you. All right, Sarah. We can see the baby's head. You're very close to delivering. We're gonna have the doctor come, but we need to be prepared, okay?
I'm not ready. I can't have a baby. I'm not ready.
Sarah.
I'm not ready.
Sarah, you're doing a good job, okay? You will get through this. We have everything prepared, and we have people on the way to help as well, okay? We have lots of hands.
Where is my stupid husband?
I'm sorry that they're not back yet, okay? Hopefully he'll get back soon. Does he? Yes.
Okay.
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 Good job. Okay. Okay, we have the bed ready. Let me see what's going on in here.
Okay.
You having a contraction? Okay. We can see the head, okay? So we have everything ready for baby.
Yes.
Okay.
Sarah, when you feel the urge to push, just bear down and take a deep breath, okay?
All right, go ahead and push. Okay, take a deep breath, Sarah. Come right back. Another push.
There you go. Baby's coming.
It's coming. Deep breath. Come right back at it, Sarah. Good job. Okay.
Head is out.
Doing great. Okay. To get the shoulders out, you're doing well. I'm gonna check for a cord. We don't see a cord. Okay, so we'll turn the head a little bit. Make sure this anterior shoulder delivers first. And then the bottom, posterior. And then you can come straight out. Okay. Doing great. Almost there.
Almost there. Ooh.
We've got the baby's arms out.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. You're stubborn as dad.
Good job.
Good job, baby's
Okay,
out.
we're gonna put baby on the chest. Okay, go ahead and move the gown down, Jenny. We're gonna put him up on the chest. Take note of what time delivery was, please. And Jenny, grab the blanket. We'll cover him up right away. Doing good. There you go. Yep, lots of rubbing here. Keep him crying. Good job. We're checking his skin color. Good job. Sarah, you did such a good job. You're a beautiful baby boy. You're doing really good. The next thing that's going to happen is you're going to have to deliver the placenta, okay? That won't be much work, but you're going to feel kind of some pressure again, okay?
Again?
Not like a baby, though, okay? Okay? All right. So we'll keep this down here. So when the placenta's delivered, we'll put it in the pan, okay?
Okay.
Oh my
Come on, Sarah. One more thing, okay? You're almost there.
Okay, placenta's delivered and fully intact.
Take note of the time for the placenta, too.
Sarah, we're gonna just look into see how your baby's doing, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Gonna listen to your baby's lungs, okay?
Oh. Oh, perfect.
We may need to do just a little bit of suctioning. Your baby is doing great, has a little bit of acrocyanosis, but that's completely normal.
Everything looks good. We'll keep an eye on that bleeding, okay? But it looks normal. We're gonna put your bed back together so you can put your legs flat down on the bed, okay?
The bed.
Very good. Okay, we're gonna get him tagged up right away, okay? So we have the same number match yours as well. And this tag won't get taken off until you're ready to go home from the hospital. It's a security feature, so we know that he's the correct baby and he'll stay with you.
Congratulations, Sarah.
Yes, congratulations.
Now you know.
All right. We are out of time.